I'm King Harris, News Director of KEYT TV in Santa Barbara. Over the years, Key News has followed the very unique development of Las Positas Friendship Park. The baseball diamonds behind me, like the other facilities here, have been paid for entirely with private donations. There isn't a tax dollar in this whole park. The real story of Las Positas Friendship Park, however, is best told by people who use and support this very unique place.
Las Positas Friendship Park was really born out of a dream that I had about a quarter of a century ago. Shortly after Mike Pejos, who was then Parks Director for the city, and Bill Burtka and myself drove over here one morning to what was formerly the city dump, which the city was considering reopening up as a dump. When I saw it, I had all kinds of visions of what could happen here. We could have a beautiful active park with a nice ball field, with a nice football field, and really develop something nice for the people of Santa Barbara County. And that was the beginnings of the dream for Las Positas Friendship Park, which now has come true, thanks to the help of thousands of people in Santa Barbara and the vicinity.
Well, when I come to this park and see the contributions that people have made, it warms my heart because I know they're giving a gift that's a lasting gift. It'll last for generations. My first gift was $25 years ago, but it got me on the bright path. I was interested in it, see what would happen to it. And my interest grew just because of that small gift, until I wanted to do something that would be of benefit to all people.
Gosh, the first time I heard about Las Positas Friendship Park was probably in 1983 or 84 when Jerry Harmon called me and asked if I would donate some money to the park. I saw it as a place for children to go, getting off the streets, a place to go play tennis, soccer, softball, whatever. And I saw that as a very special thing.
Las Positas Friendship Park is unique and special, I think, mainly because it's a privately funded park. It's also unique and special because we have overlooks and wonderful groves where people can bring family and have ceremonies of joy. One of those is our Godric Grove, which I was very much involved with developing. When I see Godric Grove today, I am thrilled because I have been here to wonderful, wonderful weddings, memorial services, picnics, joyous occasions, and I've met all sorts of people who have celebrated their own special occasions here, and what's more wonderful than that? There is a peace and a purity and a wholesomeness about the whole park and Godric Grove, which is very special to me.
If you're interested in becoming a part of the dream of Las Positas Friendship Park, you really must come up here and check out what's going on. There are so many ways you can get involved, either by becoming a volunteer, making a donation, or creating a memorial. There are memorial plaques, trails, and overlooks, baseball fields to be dedicated, and two of my favorites, the Vietnam Veterans Living Memorial and the Named Gift Tree Program. I'll let Greg Steele and Joan Raditz tell you more about these opportunities.
So you're thinking about contributing to the park? Well, get off the dime and do it. This is a watercolor of a portion of Las Positas Friendship Park. You can see on the high ground there's a trail that comes along the slope and runs some 1,200 feet. It's in this area where we're putting the Santa Barbara County Vietnam Veterans Living Memorial. The concept of this is using the title from the memorial in Washington, but inserting the word living, because living is represented by living trees. From this county, there were 98 young men who didn't come back from Vietnam. For example, the first fellow in 1962, Billy Baird, was from Lompoc. The next 2 years, no one died, and you can see the concept here is to plant a tree in close proximity to each of the 10-year markers that have the names inscribed on serpentine for each of the individuals who fell during that year. The most in 1968, the Tet Offensive in Vietnam, we have 30 trees, or 30 deceased, And then the interesting feature here is at the Terrace of Remembrance, we're going to remember every county veteran from all previous wars, as far back as the Civil War, the Spanish-American War. In this community, there are so many competing worthwhile causes. I don't think you can go wrong with either one of these here at Las Positas Friendship Park.
A named gift tree is a way for someone to donate a tree through the park for a special event or a person. What is special about a named gift tree in Las Positas Friendship Park is that it's a tree that you can adopt as a very young tree and watch it grow up till its maturity, which could be generations. Many people give named gift trees for occasions such as a birth of a loved one, a death of a loved one, their wedding, or just because they would like to donate money for the park.
When I come into Las Positas Friendship Park now to see my son's memorial here, the way I feel is typically, I feel as though it's been therapeutic for me in a lot of ways, because I guess, you know, I'm certainly not an expert on grieving or anything, but losing a kid's kind of it's an extremely tough thing. And to me, you know, while it made me feel better to work on something that I knew would always be there. And I think, you know, my friends that also worked on it, it made them feel good to be doing something because they all knew him and stuff.
I feel very special when I come to the park and think about the contribution that I've made. I feel very proud to be a part of what's going on in the park. I think it will be here for an eternity, and it's nice to be a part of something that's being created that's so special as this.
The next phases of developments here at Las Positas Friendship Park include the building of the world-class tennis and sports complex and the completion of the Braille Trail and disabled children's playground. Now, if you would like to get in on the ground floor of these marvelous developments, or if you just simply want to find out more how you can keep the dream alive, just call or stop by the park office.
Of course, we want to continue to keep this wonderful facility open all year round. And the only way we will ever be able to do that is with your support, financially and as a volunteer. Please come to this park, get to know it, because knowing it, you will love it.
Happiness is not something that you get. It's something that you give. And when people give to a park, they're making a real contribution that'll last for years and years. That's my feeling about Las Positas Friendship Park.